was one unbelievable pure stock feature last week here at Valley Speedway. All right, Valley fans, our first set of hot laps are on the racetrack as PK gives them the green flag. We're going to get these cars, get this racetrack ran in, get this first set of hot laps in our pure stock division tonight. In our pure stocks, I believe we have 11 checked in this evening. But right now we have 3 on the racetrack. Again, Justin Asher, last week's feature winner, along with Crazy Dave Oxford in the 31, driving the Powell Motorsports 31 tonight for Myron and Shauna Powell. Crazy Dave in the 31 out of Platte City, Missouri. And then Bill Munson in the 19 out of Atchison, Kansas. Checkered will fly on our first of 5 hot lap sessions tonight, as the racetrack is looking like it's going to come in just fine this evening. Hopefully we have a couple lanes of racing this evening for that great features that we'll have later this evening. Pulling on the racetrack now will be our Valley E-Mod division. That is Brandon Royce in the 75 out of St. Joe, Missouri. Cole Moore in the 1 pulling to the infield there. Probably going to cinch down a safety buckle or something. May have been a miss on that 1. Another one of our rookies in the 11 car there. That's Emmy Ryan, the daughter of high-flying Mike Ryan. That's her brother, Cole Ryan, in the 1. As they say, racing is a big old family. We got several in this running multiple cars in the family here. So pretty cool. Cole is also won a feature here, 2 features here, actually. One in that 11 car as he was doing some driving for his sister as his car was not quite ready to go yet. Pulling on the racetrack now in the 99, that'd be Mark Spillman. And first time this year, that's Brian Myers. Brian is a Midwest mod, normally runs at Central Missouri Speedway, but Central Missouri Speedway rained out tonight, so Brian decided to come down and join us here at Valley Speedway. He's the son of Dave Myers. If you've been around Kansas City racing at all, you probably know who Dave Myers is. Our second set of hot laps for this evening in our E-Mod division. PK will give them 1 to go here in our second hot lap session of the night in our Valley E-Mod division. Last week in our USRA B-Mod feature, Shad Batterd made his first trip down to Valley in a couple years, led every lap of that 25-lap feature, holding off high-flying Mike Ryan and our current USRA B-Mod points leader, Austin Charles, to take the win. Pulling onto the racetrack right now, our current Valley E-Mod division points leader, Brad Richardson. Brad Richardson had a great run last week and finishing second behind Race Martin. Pulling on the back stretch there in that 80 yellow and orange 81 is Austin Charles, our current USRA B-Mod points leader here at Valley Speedway, along with the 51 Northland Ready Mix high flying Mike Ryan out of Kansas City, Missouri, getting ready for this B-Mod and E-Mod hot lap session. A couple cars come in a little late, but we'll go ahead and let them run with our B-Mods. There's one of our rookies, Jackson Simmons. Jackson Simmons in the 75 out of Olathe, Kansas. One of our rookies here in our B-Mod division. I think our current Rookie of the Year standings, he's leading right now. So David Chapman Racing number 25, out of Lee Summit, Missouri. They're in the yellow and orange 25. That will conclude our USRA B-Mod hot lap session of the night. Up next will be our IMCA Mod Light division. Last week, Dylan Rafferty won his 9th feature here at Valley Speedway, but the real race was from 2nd to 6th between Justin Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, and Tyler Farrell. It was an amazing race. They were 3 and 4 wide several times. Will definitely be one of the races to watch this evening as the Mod Light division put on one heck of a show there last week here at Valley Speedway. That is Zach Christopher in the 04 Wholesale Batteries Intrigue 04 Zach Christopher, along with the 75 of Justin Rafferty. Justin Rafferty in the 75 had a great run last week, ran 2nd here at Valley Speedway as they were trying to chase down that 3-time IMCA national points leader, Dylan Rafferty. As we still have cars pulling in there on the backstretch, there's another pure stock pulling in. So we've got a full field of cars tonight here at Valley Speedway. Up next, tonight at Valley Speedway, the Midwest Wingless Racing Association is in action. This is their 11th race here out of their 13 race season. In 2020, the MWRA has ran 9 programs here at Valley Speedway, won non-points and 8 points events. This is their 4th time back here at Valley this year, with feature winners in the Helm Memorial of Ricky Lewis back in April, and Corey Schutte in May, and Jack Wagner in June. So a lot of these guys, I think I've seen all those guys back in the pits again here this year, as I believe our next section out on the racetrack will be our sprint car division, our MWRA sprint car hot lap session. We'll be starting here in just a second. And I got the great Ray Cunningham, sitting next to me.
Hey, that doesn't upset me.
Well, I know Ray Abraham. He's a pretty good guy. Back in my days when I had my Valvoline sponsorship, I got to meet Ray a couple times. Really nice guy. So it is a compliment there, Ray Cunningham. How are you doing this evening, my friend?
Oh, I take it that way for sure. Yes, I'm doing good, Sean. USAC MWRA Sprint Cars here tonight. Valley Speedway, race number 12 on the season. Race number 11. The 10th race was last Friday night at Lakeside Speedway. The first time out in 2024 on the backstretch, that is the Helm machine of John Helm. That car has won 3 Helm Memorials and will be back again next month on September 28th. Of course, the driver behind the wheel of that car, Wesley Smith, many-time winner here at Valley in non-wing sprint cars and midgets over the years. Being pushed off, coming out of 4 as a former 2-time track champion here at Valley Speedway in the midgets, now driving the sprint cars in the 65W of Chris Parkinson Racing. That is Chad Winfrey in the 65W, and there is Wesley Smith, Nixa, Missouri in the car number 12, representing the Helm family, and of course he'll be back here late in September to honor the Colonel in the John E. Helm Memorial. On the backstretch, being pushed off now in the 15E from just down the road. He's raced here in multiple classes. In the 15E, been running with this series since the beginning. That is Dakota Earls in the 15E. On the backstretch, last year's most improved driver in the series, a veteran of micros and now sprint car racing in the 27J. We call him JJ. That is Justin Johnson from Kansas City, Kansas. Getting pushed out on the backstretch now, a former track champion here at Valley Speedway and the first winner ever of the Helm Memorial, originally from Michigan, now Spring Hill, Kansas. That is Chad Goff in the car number 9. I want to thank our sponsors this year with the MWRA, which includes wholesale batteries, high-flying photos. The high-flying man is here tonight, John Lee, taking pictures. Country Kids Daycare of Olathe with Linda Weld, Rod End Supply, Lee's Trash Service, Extreme Color, Pit Stop Catering, Creations by Raven, The Contingency Connection, and Daytona 1. As you know, Sean, we need our sponsors in racing.
Yeah, we sure do. Without them, we can't make these shows happen, that's for sure. Well, hey, so you guys have been off since last Friday. Last Friday, you guys had the Weld Memorial at Lakeside Speedway. I believe I've seen that Cody Baker won that. Tell me a little bit about that race and what you're looking forward to tonight with this group of, I call them a pack of dogs here, a pack of wolves, here at Valley Speedway, being one of the premier sprint car tracks here in Kansas City, I think.
Yes, sir. Cody Baker is here again tonight in the Ted Hall Racing number 38. He was driving the 9H last Friday night and won over Wyatt Burks. And Burks is here. An interesting fact about Wyatt Burks, he's won 17 features in the MWRA, 3 championships. One of the very few things he hasn't done is win here at Valley Speedway in the MWRA. He has won here in the local races. I believe he's even won in the War Series here. He just has not won an MWRA race. He's been close many times. I know he would like to win here tonight.
Well, and we got some heavy hitters. I mean, Jack Wagner, Corey Schutte. I mean, you got some of the best in the Midwest in the non-wing division here tonight at Valley Speedway.
And we got Chad Ty with us. Chad Ty did not race with us earlier. He has been running with us at Lakeside, and now here tonight. He's a multi-time champion here at Valley Speedway in the non-wing sprint cars.
Also the uncle of Dakota Earls.
Now, a car we didn't get a chance to mention in that hot lap session, Sean, was Danny Billings of Topeka, Kansas in the 604. Danny Billings in the 604, the veteran driver out of Topeka with us. He ran with us also earlier this year here at Valley Speedway.
Well, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, when we ran the sprints here all the time, I think Chad Goff even won a championship here too. And I'm kind of partial to Chad because he runs a Mopar, and there ain't a lot of those in the sport of dirt track racing anymore. So
yeah, Chad was track champion here. He also won the First Helm Memorial. Before the very first year of it, it was a non-sanctioned race. It wasn't part of the War circuit or the MWRA. Then the War series had it for 1 year. And since then, the MWRA has ran the Helm Memorial since 2020.
Gotcha. Well, I tell you what, you fans, if you have not seen these non-wing sprint cars run around this quarter-mile high bank here at Valley Speedway, you are in for a treat tonight, as they were clipping off some really fast times there in that first set of hot lap session, as this racetrack is really starting to come in really nicely.
A driver that's really coming on this year is in that 11X that just got pushed off. That is Tom Curran, former micro midget champion, and has 2 podiums in his last 3 races with the MWRA. And then, of course, Mr. Consistency. He is the standard bearer of this series. That is Wyatt Burks in the 11W, a 17-time feature winner in this series. He won earlier this year at Electric City. He's also a 3-time champion of this series. In that car number 2H, we call him Cool Hand. That is Luke Howard. Luke Howard in the 2H. Luke, 5th place in points. Taking a brief look at the point standings right now. Wyatt Burks, the point leader here tonight. And then followed by Chad Winfrey, 3rd place in points. Dakota Earls and Luke Howard, all in the top 5. Then Zach Clark, who I believe should be in this set of hot laps. He's driving the 26 out of Raymore. And there's the veteran, Junior Parkinson, out of Wichita Falls, Texas. Career best finish with the MWRA earlier this year at I-35 Speedway. Wyatt Burks in the 11W. And there's the 44. Now, that's a rookie. Has never driven in any other class, is what he told me earlier tonight. In the 44, that's Jared McCarty. Jared McCarty, one of our Independence drivers here tonight. And then there's Tyler Burton of Independence, Missouri. Tyler and his dad doing a great job with that car. As we get ready to take the green flag for the second session. And then in the black number 2, Chris Morgan, a former winner here. I know he took the King of Kansas City belt before.
Take a hit points on that deal.
Whoa, you talked about him earlier, Sean. There's Cody Baker in that yellow, black with the orange numerals, number 9 of the Ted Hall Racing. Cody Baker, the victor last week at Lakeside Speedway for the Weld Memorial, and a big win for that family because for many years, Ted Hall, of course, associated with the Welds as they raced, and then he also was a key ingredient when Greg Weld promoted at I-70 Speedway.
Well, Cody Baker's been turning laps around here for years and years and years, along with his sister back in the day. Used to watch them together all the time racing here at Valley Speedway.
I believe that Cody Baker is the only driver at Valley Speedway to win in a wing 360, a midget, and a non-wing sprint car. He's won in all 3 of those classes here at Valley Speedway.
Wow. Wow. Well, it just shows the amount of talent with these young racers that we have in this sprint car division, from micros to quarter midgets to climbing up from everything. Even, Dakota Earl's coming from an E-mod back in the day to now running a sprint car and being very, very competitive in the top 5 in points even.
Yeah, and that's quite a racing family. It starts with granddad, Earl Earls, of course, and then his dad, a longtime racer, and now Dakota, and then his uncle racing with him tonight in Chad Ty, a true racing family. And of course, once again, Junior Parkinson, a second-generation driver. His father, Ralph Pops Parkinson, an IMCA champion. His son, Chris Parkinson, a war sprint car champion. A great family of racing there as well. So many ties to racing's past and present. Justin Johnson had a relative that raced for many years. John Johnson ran at places like Olympic Stadium. And that's another racing family out here that has been involved in the game for quite some time. It's glad to see Chris Morgan back with us. Chris Morgan always does a great job in both winged and non-winged. And, of course, his brother is the chief mechanic of Brian Brown's winged 410 cars. So another great tie-in. Luke Howard, back in the day, he became the youngest ever midget winner here at Valley Speedway. When he won in a midget, I believe at that time he was 13 years of age. And that's another driver that over the years has starred in micros, then midgets, and now sprint cars.
Yeah, it's amazing what these kids can do in these cars nowadays. That's for sure. Hey, not to change subjects, but I think was it last week or the week before that we had the Knoxville Nationals? Yeah. Kyle Larson won that. I think you guys were off. Did you make it up to Knoxville by chance to catch any of that race? And I know you're not only an announcer, but you're a race fan too.
I'm a big race fan. Unfortunately, I did not see that live. I had to watch the live stream of it. But a great race, and Kyle Larson, another driver that has his roots firmly planted in the midgets, the non-wing sprint cars, the Silver Crown, the wing sprint cars, which he does such a great job in. And, of course, he's been heavily involved in the High Limit Series, and we know what he's done in NASCAR. He's now a NASCAR champion. In Kansas and Missouri, he's raced at tracks that have included Belleville, where he won the Belleville Midget Nationals. But yeah, Kyle Larson, a phenomenal driver, and one of those guys in this generation, where in earlier generations, and some of them raced here, Tony Stewart, you might remember him racing right here at Valley Speedway in a Wing 360. Of course, he was very much in that Kyle Larson mold, as well as a Jeff Gordon, who was a winner out at Lakeside Speedway back in the day.
Yeah, I seen Jeff Gordon flip out of the racetrack at Hopstock, Indiana, back in the early '90s, right before he got his first British Grand National ride, and that kid was a shoe in a sprint car for sure. But yeah, no, it's amazing how these kids these days are coming up through the ranks and got some amazing talent, especially in this sprint car division. And it's nice to see it coming back here to Kansas City. It kind of died off there for a little bit back in the 2005 to 2007, 8 range, 9 range, a little bit. Wasn't quite as prevalent. And now you've got a national touring series with you guys here tonight. And so we're excited for another great night of racing because we had a great feature last time we were here.
That's what I'm hearing. Or I heard last week you guys had some great racing. But yeah, last time we were here, or every time we've been here this season, we've had great racing, including that first night here when Corey Schutte won. And then, of course, the 2 victories for Jack Wagner. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the best tracks for open wheel racing as well as stock cars, modifieds, mod lights. Doesn't really matter what the class is here at Valley Speedway. I've seen good racing in every division that's ever ran here at this track.
Well, I will tell you that first race of the season, I don't think that there was anybody that was going to take over Corey Schutte. He had that thing on a rail that night here, just flat getting after it. Well, I just got the command from Race Command, and we're going to be starting off with our opening ceremonies here in about 3 minutes. So if you get a chance, get down to the Valley Trackside Concessions, get you a soda, a fresh cheeseburger, or a hamburger before we get this racing started for the season. Welcome to Thunder in the Valley, Valley Race fans. On behalf of Dennis Shroud and all the staff here, we welcome you and want to thank you for spending your evening here with us this evening. Valley Speedway Productions Executive Producer Victor Garcia, Production Manager Ben Martinez, a Marco Lee production. If you would, please rise. Remove your hats for tonight's invocation. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day that you blessed us with to come out and enjoy this sport we love so much. Lord, keep your protective hand upon all drivers and crew tonight. Make sure all of our great fans make it home safe after this wonderful night of racing. In your loving name, amen. Please remain standing for our national anthem. All right, Valley fans. I want to thank Caster's Tow tonight for bringing out their wrecker and flatbed this evening to help us out here with our wrecker service this evening as we got our first 8 lap.
All right, driver speed, 8 lap, heat race, 8 laps. So get one to go.
Heat race of the evening. Starting on the pole. Looks like we're missing one. So we're going to move up that front row. Starting on the pole will be the B5 of George Brennan in the B5. Outside of him, out of Platte City, Missouri, David Oxford. David Oxford in the 31, driving the Powell Motorsports 31 this evening. Starting inside, second row will be Cody Ornberg, our current Valley points leader here in the 14. Outside, inside.
All right, drivers,
third
next
row.
time by, you'll get the one to go. Next time by, we'll give you one to go.
Justin Asher. Last week's feature winner, and outside of him from Atchison, Kansas, in the 19, Bill Munson in the 19. Caution light will stay on. We're going to give him one more time around. Let him run that racetrack in just a little bit more before we start our first of 2 8-lap Valley Speedway Pure Stocks of the night.
All right, drivers, get the
PK
one
gives
to
him
go
one
this
to go
time.
there at the flag stand. These drivers are cinching down their belts, getting ready to take off for this first of two Valley Pure Style.
All right, drivers, safety lights are out. Green flag this time, 8 laps. Here we go.
Heat races of this evening. George Vernon leads them down into 3, into the Rob's Trucking start zone. We want them side by side. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Dave Oxford will run them down into 1 and 2. Hustling that 31 through Cody Orenberg. We got him 3 wide coming off the 2 there. Cody Orenberg into second. The 4B of McAfee. And Munson. That'll be your top 3. Dave Oxford working that high line as our current points leader tries to run him down as Munson gets on the inside. We've got him pulled up to the rear quarter panel of Owenberg. Munson in the 19. Asher into 4th from the tail. Going to be a great passing points night for that 74 of Justin Asher. How many we got down? We'll have 6 down at the flag stand. 6 down at the flag stand as Dave Oxford pushes up the racetrack just a little bit, allows Cody Owenberg to run up to about a 2-car length there in that 31. We got a race for the lead here as we get into some lap traffic. You got Cody Owenberg on the top side, Dave Oxford on the bottom. We got a little right side romance going on as Munson goes around. Munson able to refire that car. We will stay. Oh, no. We got our... Cody Ehrenberg. I did not see what happened there on the infield. Waiting on race command here to tell us what we're going to do.
Green checker.
We're going to go a green checkered here.
All right, guys, it'll be 31.
We will go back to that last green flag lap. That's how we'll line them up. As the race command is talking in their ears to get this lineup set so we can go back to green flag racing here.
All right,
in just 1 second.
14. It's up in 3, so 31 get up ahead of him. 74. We'll give you 1 to go and you come around, give you 1 to go and you come around.
Lineup is correct. We will go 1 to go this time by for Dave Oxford out of Platte City, Missouri. Doing some guest driving tonight for Pal Motorsports in that.
All right, drive speed, a green checker. You'll get the green, white together in the checker. So we got everybody on the 7th lap that came across. So you'll get green, white simultaneously, and then the next will be checker. So it's a one-lap shootout. Here we go.
So we'll go green, white at the flag stand here. As Dave Oxford leads them off to the drop trucking restart zone. Green flag, white flag will fly. Dave Oxford pushes up the racetrack just a little bit, allows Cody Owenberg there to get up right on his rear bumper. Justin Asher on the bottom. Pushes up the racetrack again. Cody Owenberg will take that victory. Cody Owenberg, Dave Oxford, Justin Asher, Bill Munson. That will be your top 4 in your first of 2 Valley Pure Stock Heat races of the night. In your second 8-lap Valley Speedway heat race, starting on the pole, will be Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor in the 14 SR, 14 Senior. Outside of him, in the 117, will be Chris Reif out of Kansas City, Missouri. On the inside, second row will be his
guys, they're picking up some debris down in 3 and 4. They're picking up debris down in 3 and 4.
Outside of him, out of Lawson, Missouri, Eddie Knowles. Eddie Knowles in the 15. Inside, third row, in the 15E will be Ed Knowles out of Lawson, Missouri. Starting outside of him, out of Kansas City, Kansas, Darren Christie in the 403. And starting tailback, Joey Harper out of Warrensburg, Missouri in that 21. And I don't know who the 11 is. Must have been a late start here tonight. Must have got a late check-in. We'll find out who that is here in just a second. As the lineup is good. PK will give them 1 to go at the flag stand.
All right, drivers, stand by. We got the lineups. We got a
caution light is out on the racetrack.
Stand by.
That 117's normally piloted by Levi Cox. Levi injured his hand, and so he asked Chris Reif to come out of retirement, turn some laps in that 117. He's normally the pit crew for that 7 of his son, Spencer Reif.
All right, drivers, you'll get the 1 to go this time. We'll give you 1 to go
lights
this
are not
time.
out. We're going to give him 1 to go this time by, as we were trying to see if we could figure out who that 11 car was. We'll go green this flying by.
All right, safety lights out. We'll go green flag this time.
In this heat race, we actually have 2 sets of father-son. The 117, the 7, the 15E, and the 15. Don't know that I've had a race I've called like that before. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Chris Reif will lead them off into 1 and 2. Mike Taylor in the 14, Eddie Knowles in the 15, side by side coming out of turn 2, headed down the back stretch. Darren Christie, Ed Knowles, and Spencer Reif. Chris Reif will lead that lap. As Mike Taylor pulls to his rear quarter panel. Eddie Knowles in third there. Gets a run on the 14 of Mike Taylor for that second place position. Ed Knowles in that 15 fourth, and Darren the Bear Christie in 5th. Chris Reif, Eddie Knowles. 1 taking the high line, 1 taking the low line. Chris Reif is going to be able to hold him off for that time by. We've got 4 down, 4 to go in this 8-lap pure stock division heat race. We got them 2 wide throughout the field here. We got a battle for first and second, battle for second and third, all the way back to 6. That'll be 6 down, 2 to go. 6 down, 2 to go as Eddie Knowles challenges there on that high-low line. Chris Reif able to hold him off as they head into 3 and 4. Michael Taylor, Ed Knowles, as we've got 1 to go at the flag stand, 1 to go at the flag stand. We got them side by side. Eddie Knowles throwing it in there, trying to do a slide job, and he makes her stick. Oh, Chris Reif trying to make her work on the high line there. Not able to hold him off, and we got oh no, there we go. Michael Taylor in second, Chris Reif third, Ed Knowles fourth, and Bear Christie in fifth. That will conclude our Valley race. Up next will be our Valley E-Mod division. Tonight we have 11 checked in tonight, so we'll have 2 heat races this evening. Starting on the pole, first time here to Valley Speedway in 2024. Brian Meyer in the 9. Outside of him in the 18T, Mike Taylor in the 18T.
All right, drivers, next time by you'll get 1 to go.
Starting on
Next
the
time
inside.
by get 1 to go.
Your current Valley points leader in the 32X, Brad Richardson. Starting outside of him in the 96 SR, Eli Volk out of Raymore, Missouri. Starting third row inside will be your 99, Mark Spillman out of Loudoun Jack, Missouri. And starting tailback, Emma Ryan out of Kansas City, Missouri. Looks like that 18T of Taylor is going to be a scratch as he's not made the call, which will move our outside row up.
All right, drivers, we had a racer that was in that previous race, and I think he's headed up here now, so we should have flip-flopped him to the other race. So
there we go. Taylor is up.
All right, 18, get up there and take your spot, please.
As Taylor was running in that pure stock division, so they give him the opportunity to get up here. As they switch cars real quick, he's pulling double duty tonight, Michael Taylor.
All right, guys, this will be an 8-lap heat race, 8 laps. I'll give you 1 to go at the flag stand.
So the lights are out. We're going to give him 1 to go at the flag stand for your first of 2 Valley E-Mod heat races this evening.
All right, guys, let's get them lined up here.
Brian Myers leads them off into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Gets on the loud pedal. We go green flag this time by. Michael Taylor, Brian Myers hustles them on down into 1 and 2. Mike Taylor working that high line. Brian Myers working that low line. We got them side by side. Brad Richardson running third. Michael Taylor, Brian Myers, Brad Richardson. The 96, the 11, and the 99. That'll make your top 6 here at Valley Speedway. Brian Meyer, challenged for that lead, takes over that first place position over the 18T of Michael Taylor. Brian Meyer. Mike Taylor, Brad Richardson. That is your top three as we've got four laps down. Brian shoves the nose there just a little bit, allows Michael Taylor to get right back to his rear bumper as we've got a race for that first place position. Brian Myers, Michael Taylor, Brad Richardson. We got a challenge for the lead coming down. They're side by side at the flag stand. Brian Myers will lead that. Taylor makes a move on a slide there on for Brian Myers. Brian Myers able to hold that off as we've got yellow on the racetrack. Yellow on the racetrack for Emma Ryan. 11 car. Brings out the caution as we were just getting heated up there. As Taylor had just slid Brian Myers. Brian was able to cross it back over. One heck of a heat race going on here in our Valley Speedway
Once we get going, drivers, it'll be a green, white checker, green, white checker. You'll get one to go at the flag stand.
Race command saying we'll go green, white, checkered once we get Emma Ryan off the racetrack, which we have. We'll give them one to go at the flag stand. Brian Myers, Mike Taylor, Brad Richardson, your top three. We're going to go green, white, checkered.
All right, drivers, safety lights on, green, white, checker. Here we go.
Ryan Myers leaves him off into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Gets on the loud pedal. Green flag will fly. Ryan Myers leads him off into 1 and 2. Working that high line as Mike Taylor works that top line. Brad Richardson in second as a 96 jumps the cushion. We got him side by side at the flag stand. Mike Taylor, Brian Myers, Brad Richardson. Brad Richardson making a charge for that second place position. No, we're going to be able to hold him off. Brian Myers, Mike Taylor, Brad Richardson, Mark Spillman. That'll be your top four here tonight in your pure stock division. Second on the racetrack, second heat of your Valley EMOD division, starting on the pole. Cole Ryan out of Kansas City, Missouri. Cole Ryan is a feature winner here at Valley Speedway, two-time feature winner here at Valley Speedway. Starting outside, first row, out of Kansas City, Missouri in the 00, Jason Inslee in the 00. I believe Jason's first time here at Valley Speedway this year in 2024. All right,
drivers,
starting inside.
Next time by, you'll get one
second row in the 41, Ashley Pyburn out of Lone Jack, Missouri. Ashley Pyburn out of Lone Jack, Missouri. Starting outside in the 75B out of St. Joseph, Missouri. Brandon Royce, as we've got a problem with the one car of Cole Ryan pulling to the infield there.
Starting tailback out of Rayville, Missouri.
Nathan Lundholm in the 17. Cole Ryan able to fire that car back up. I'll wait for the field to come back around, I believe, and catch them.
This time, the one car is in turn 2, so we'll line up on that driver. Looks like that's the pole sitter, so we'll line up behind one right there, heading onto the back.
Caution light is out. We'll go green flag this time by. Cole Ryan will lead them off into 3 into our Rob's Trucking restart zone, or start zone, excuse me. We'll go green flag this time. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Cole Ryan, Jason Inslee, Ashlyn Pyburn. That'll be your top three. Cole Ryan hustles have been through 3 and 4 down the front stretch past the flag stand. We've got 2 down, 6 to go. 2 down, 6 to go. Jason Inslee in second. A rookie, Brandon Royce in third. Ashley Pyburn in fourth. Cole Ryan ripping the lip there, really likes that high line. Just like his father, high-flying Mike Ryan. We've got a challenge for second as Royce works that bottom line over Inslee. Inslee able to hold him off. Inslee pushes up the racetrack. Royce gets around him for that second place position. Putting Inslee into third, getting challenged by Ashley Pyburn. We'll have the white flag this time by. White flag this time by for Cole Ryan. Cole Ryan, Brandon Royce, and Jason Inslee. Oh, looks like something might have broke on that 0-0. Seen a puff of smoke there as that car slows coming out of 4. Cole Ryan will win that heat race.
All right, drivers, there's a car slowing 3 and 4. There's a car slowing 3 and 4. Safety lights are on. Safety lights are on.
0-0, but little puff of smoke there as it comes down the front stretch. Something awry. As up next, we will have our MWRA Sprint Car Division. I'll hand over the mic to my co-host tonight, Ray Cunningham. Ray, tell us what we got going on for these 2 heat races here. Looks like we got 16 entries this evening here in our non-wing sprint car division tonight. So give us the rundown there, sir.
Race number 11 tonight here at Valley Speedway for the USAC MWRA Sprint Cars, sponsored by Wholesale Batteries. And in the first heat, he's from Raymore, Missouri, originally from Olathe, Kansas. This is Zach Clark. Zach Clark in the car number 26. To his outside, he's your point leader, and he's won more heats than anybody else this season with 4. From Topeka, Kansas, in the 11W, that's Wyatt Burks. Wyatt Burks in the 11W. In row number 2, from Overland Park, Kansas, we call him Cool Hand Luke. That's Luke Howard in the 2H. To his outside, in a team car owned by Lewis Racing, that is Chris Morgan in the 2L from Topeka, Kansas. Row number 3, Wesley Smith's a 2-time winner in this series this year, but this car hasn't raced here at Valley since last year's Helm Memorial. That is Wesley Smith. Wesley Smith from Nixa, Missouri, in the John Helm Racing car number 12. And remember, fans, the Helm Memorial here, the last race of the season for the MWRA on September 28th. To his outside, a veteran driver of many classes, former national champion in the quad, a 2-time midget champion here at Valley Speedway. That is Chad Winfrey. Chad Winfrey in the 65W from Gladstone, Missouri. And in the final row, a former Valley Speedway track champion, a 2-time winner in the MWRA from Spring Hill, Kansas in the number 9. That's Chad Goff. And then to his outside, the veteran, 2 different careers basically in racing. He raced in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, then came back in the last decade to race with the MWRA. This is Junior Parkinson. Junior Parkinson from Wichita Falls, Texas. Here in heat number 1 of the Wholesale Batteries USAC MWRA Sprint Car Series. Zach Clark will be the pace setter of this first heat race in the white number 26, and then to his outside in the Wyatt Burks Racing, Don Rumsey Racing number 11W is Wyatt Burks, as they'll come down to take the green flag. And going into 1, it's Wyatt Burks. Wyatt Burks in first, Zach Clark second. Here comes Chris Morgan in third, with Luke Howard in fourth. Wyatt Burks leads lap number 1 over Zach Clark, followed by Chris Morgan and Luke Howard with Chad Goff. Up front, though, it continues to be Wyatt Burks. Burks in first, then Clark. And then Chris Morgan with Luke Howard, Chad Goff, Wesley Smith, and Chad Winfrey. Setting a blistering pace, Wyatt Burks in the 11W. Zach Clark in second. Chris Morgan in third. Wow, they're flying out there, Sean.
Yes, they are.
But Wyatt Burks is on a roll. The track's super fast tonight in the heat races. As Wyatt Burks looking good in the 11W, followed by Zach Clark, Chris Morgan, and then Luke Howard, Chad Goff, Wesley Smith, Chad Winfrey, and Junior Parkinson. But out front it is Wyatt Burks. Burks looking for that 5th heat race win here in 2024. Followed by Zach Clark in second, as here comes Wyatt Burks to take the white flag. Zach Clark second. Third place, Chris Morgan. And fourth place, Luke Howard with Chad Goff and Wesley Smith. But coming around for the final time, winning the first heat, it is Wyatt Burks. Second, Zach Clark. Third, Chris Morgan. Then Luke Howard, Chad Goff, Wesley Smith, Chad Winfrey, and Junior Parkinson. Wow, did they set a blistering pace in that first heat race.
Yeah, they were turning some 13-second laps here. I see even a 13.091, so almost down into 12-second laps. Averaging about 13.3 pretty consistently. So, boy, a blistering pace tonight here in our sprint car division.
Wyatt Burks is going to be tough tonight. This is his 5th heat race win in 2024. Maybe you heard me earlier when I said that he had never won in Valley in MWRA competition, even though he's the all-time winner in the series with 17 victories.
Yeah, he set a blistering pace with them 13-second laps as they were clipping off there. It was that was a quick 8 laps there, my friend.
Now we get ready for our second heat race of the Wholesale Batteries USAC MWRA Sprint Car Series. And on the pole, he's also from Topeka, Kansas. The veteran in the 604, that is Danny Billings. Danny Billings in the 604. To his outside, last week's winner at Lakeside Speedway. He's won here in just about every open wheel class he's competed in. This is Cody Baker. Cody Baker in the Ted Hall Racing 9H from Lone Jack, Missouri. In the second row tonight, in the 27J, we like to call him JJ. That's Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson from Kansas City, Kansas. And to his outside, the veteran, former track champion here at Valley Speedway, that's Chad Ty. Chad Ty in the 88. In the third row, he has 2 second places on the season, looking for that first ever victory in the MWRA. This is Tom Curran. Tom Curran in the 11X from Kansas City, Missouri. To his outside, also looking for his first ever victory in the series. He's finished as high as second place in the series from Independence, Missouri. That is Dakota Earls in the 15E. Then the final row, 2 Independence, Missouri drivers as well. We've got Tyler Burton in the 03 on the inside of the 4th row. And then for his first time ever In a sprint car, we have Jared McCarty in the 44. Once again, 8 laps. Passing points in play as it is in the MWRA since we do not qualify. Race event number 11 for the MWRA. Next month, we have 2 races left. We'll first be at I-35 Speedway and then here on September 28th for the Helm Memorial in honor of the Colonel. But here tonight, we're back here once again at Valley Speedway for the MWRA Sprint Cars. Danny Billings will lead the field from the front row with Cody Baker on the outside as they come down. Looks like we're going to have another lap. Previously here at Valley Speedway, the first ever MWRA show was won by Wesley Smith in the Helm Memorial. And the last one on 622, Jack Wagner here at Valley Speedway. But tonight we have Danny Billings on the pole and last week's winner, Cody Baker, on the outside as they come down to take the green flag. Going in to win, Cody Baker is your earlier leader. A 2-heat race winner this year for the MWRAs that go down the backstretch. It's Baker in first. Billings in second as car starts to break away a little bit. Chad Ty a little smoking as Tom Curran goes to the inside and picks off Justin Johnson as they go down the backstretch. And into 3 is Cody Baker, followed by Danny Billings, Chad Ty, then Tom Curran. And here comes Dakota Earls on the outside. Earls goes up to the high side, then Justin Johnson and Tyler Burton rounding out the field. But up front, it is Cody Baker, followed by Danny Billings, Chad Ty, and now Tom Curran, unfortunately, with an issue. Tom Curran coming down. Looks like hopefully he'll be able to get off the track. But our leader, nope. Tom Curran has stopped between turns 1 and 2, and this is too bad. Early in the year, Tom Curran had back-to-back 22nd place finishes, including here at Valley after winning the B feature. Looked like all their gremlins were out of the way. They had 2 second-place finishes in a row with us, then 6th place last week at Lakeside, but having a problem here in the second heat while running 4th. Meanwhile, our leader is Cody Baker, looking for his 3rd heat race win this season with MWRA. 2nd place is Danny Billings. 3rd place, Chad Ty. 4th place, Dakota Earls. Then Justin Johnson and Tyler Burton. Fortunately, Tom Curran comes to the infield. Then we have the rookie out there in the car number 44. That is Jared McCarty. Jared McCarty in the blue and white 44. But your leader here, Cody Baker.
Well, and that 15E of Dakota Earls had found something there on the high side. Picked off 2 in a row there that lap before we had that caution come out. Think he might have found something. So I'd keep your eye out for that 15E, as he sure would like to pass his uncle there in that 88, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think his uncle is just going to allow him to just roll on by. But Dakota Earls, as you said, looking very strong in the 15E. And running 4th right now, but he'd like to get some more passing points. He came from the outside of the 3rd row. But your leader is Cody Baker as they take the green flag. Cody Baker in first, followed by Danny Billings, then Chad Ty, and Dakota Earls now goes to the inside. As they go down the backstretch, what a tight race we have for position 2nd through 5th. And now Justin Johnson goes around Chad Ty on the outside as they go into 1. Coming out of 2, and then Dakota Earls, it's a 2 for 1. But up front, it's Cody Baker. Cody Baker in first. Danny Billings 2nd. And then Justin Johnson and Dakota Earls with Chad Ty, Tyler Burton, and the rookie Jared McCarty. But up front, it is the leader, Cody Baker, followed by Danny Billings, Justin Johnson, and Dakota Earls, followed by Chad Ty and Tyler Burton. Cody Baker takes the white flag, followed by Danny Billings 2nd, then Justin Johnson, Dakota Earls, Chad Ty, and Tyler Burton. But coming into 3 and out of 4 now for the win in the second heat race. His third this season is Cody Baker. Danny Billings second. Justin Johnson third. Dakota Earls fourth. Then Chad Ty, Tyler Burton, and the rookie Jared McCarty. And now back to you, Bud. I think we still have the mod lights to run here.
Well, we got USRA B mods up next,
that's
actually.
true. We got the B mods first and then the mod lights.
Yes, pulling on the racetrack for our first of 2 USRA B mod heat races tonight. We have 15 entries out of Lee Summit, Missouri. Driving the 25, David Chapman. David Chapman in the 25. Outside of him, out of Kansas City, Missouri, in the 51. Northland Ready Mix. High flying Mike Ryan. High flying Mike Ryan. Rookie this year. Out of Olathe, Kansas, in the 75J, Jackson Simmons. Starting outside, second row, our current USRA B-Mod points leader here at Valley Speedway, Austin Charles. Austin Charles in the 81. Starting inside third row, had a great run last week with the top 5, Mark Smith. Mark Smith in the 21. First time here this year in the 4-7 out of Bonner Springs, Kansas. Kenny Price out of Bonner Springs, Kansas. Starting tailback in that 15A.
All right, guys, we'll go 1 to go this time.
Alan Andrews out of Kansas City, Missouri. And we have scheduled Cody Bray out of Big City, Missouri in the 96, but it looks like he's not going to go. Not going to make the call for this heat race. Hopefully we get that 96. Ready to go for the feature. As the caution light is out, we're going to go green flag this time by. David Chapman leads him off into third, 3 into the Rops trucking start zone. They get on the loud pedal. Here we go. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly as Mike Ryan hustles them on down into 1 and 2. David Chapman, Austin Charles, Jackson Simmons, Kenny Price. That is your top 5. High flying Mike Ryan working that high line. David Chapman, Austin Charles, Jackson Simmons. That is your top 4. Austin Charles trying to get around that 25 machine of David Chapman as he turns down and runs down the hill. We've got him side by side at the flag stand. Race for second. David Chapman, Austin Charles gets a good run coming off of 2. Austin Charles into second. Austin Charles, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles, David Chapman, Jackson Simmons, Mark Smith, Kenny Price. High flying Mike Ryan leads him through 1 and 2. Austin Charles trying to run him down. As we've got 4 down, we'll have 5 down at the flag stand. 3 to go. 4 down, 5 down, 3 to go at the flag stand. Mike Ryan, Austin Charles, David Chapman, Jackson Simmons, Mark Smith, excuse me. Jackson Simmons trying to get a run there on the bottom side around David Chapman. David Chapman able to hold him off. So he gets another run there on the bottom side. Mike Ryan runs down the backstretch into the Robs trucking 3-start zone. Mike Ryan will win the winner of your first of 2. USRA B-Mod Division. Austin Charles second. David Chapman third. And Jackson Simmons in 4th.
All right, drivers, that is a complete race, drivers, complete race. And again, 25 check.
That is complete first of 2. USRA B-Mod heat races of the night. Second, pulling on the racetrack, starting on the pole out of DeSoto, Kansas. Kevin White in the 33. Kevin White in the 33. Out of Burlingame, Kansas in the 21J. Everhart Motorsports, Josh Everhart. Josh Everhart starting outside first row. On the inside, out of Grain Valley, Missouri, local boy, Craig Maple in the 13M. Craig Maple in the 13M. Out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri, in the number 2, Brandon Bone. First time here, Valley Speedway in 2000.
I know there was some type of mix-up with hot laps, and several people missed their hot laps, so we'll roll around here another lap just to where you guys can get a look at the track. And again, we apologize for the confusion. We'll do better next time. We'll go one to go next time when you come around. Just kind of give you guys a little sight lap here.
Starting tailback out of Liberty, Missouri, Jeff Jackson. Jeff Jackson in the 81J. Little caution light is out. We'll give them one more time around.
All right, drivers, safety lights out, 8 laps.
Safety light is out. We'll go 8 laps this time by as Kevin White leads them off into the Romps Trucking start zone. Josh Everhart on his outside. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Josh Everhart will tussle them down into 1 and 2. Kevin White. Gary Bruner makes a move there on the inside. We've got him 2 wide at the flag stand. Josh Everhart, the 2. The 33 and the 8. That will be your top 4. Josh Everhart showing his way down the back stretch. Brun in the 2. White in the 33. Everhart moved up 1 there. Rigsby moved up 1 there in the 27J. But in a commanding lead. We've got 5 down at the flag stand, 3 to go. 5 down at the flag stand, 3 to go for Josh Everhart in that 21. Bone in this 2. Kevin White in the 33 and Rigsby in the 27. That'll be your top 4. 6 down, 2 to go. Josh Everhart one more time around this quarter-mile high bank racetrack at Valley Speedway with a commanding lead over the 2, the 33, and the 27. Josh Everhart will be your winner of your second USRA B-Mod heat race of the night with the 2 of Byrne, White, and Rigsby. That'll be your top 4.
There's a car spun in 4. There's a car spun in 4. That'll be a complete race. Go high in 4.
Up next will be our IMCA Mod Light Division. First of 2 heat races this evening, starting on the pole out of Belton, Missouri. Joe Gunn in the 84. Starting outside of him, out of Kansas City, Missouri, in the 41, Michael Rafferty. Starting inside, second row, out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Nathan Wolf in the 3. And outside of him, out of Kearney, Missouri, Justin Rafferty in the Wholesale Batteries number 75. This will be an 8-lap heat race.
All right, drivers, next time by, you'll get the 1 to go. Next time by, you'll get the 1 to go. It's be an 8-lap heat race.
give them one to go at the flag stand here. Gonna lead them down.
Green flag this time, 8 laps. Here we go.
Michael Rafferty on his outside as they lead him off into 3 into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty hustles him on down into 1. Nathan Wolf and Gunn. Michael Rafferty in the 41, 75 of Justin Rafferty. Both working that high line, as that seems to be the preferred line right now. Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, Nathan Wolf. Justin Rafferty closed by about 0.2 of a second that time by. See if he has enough time to run out Michael Rafferty.
White flag, next lap.
That makes 6 down, 2 to go in this first of 2 IMCA Mod Light Heat races of the division this evening. White flag will fly this time by for Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty in second. Nathan Wolf in third. Justin Rafferty gets a run. I'll try to make a move here on Michael Rafferty for that lead. Will not be able to pass him. Michael Rafferty will be your winner tonight in your first of 2 IMCA Mod Light Heat races this evening. Justin Rafferty in second and Nathan Wolf in that 3
All right, drivers,
in
that
third.
is a complete race. Drivers, complete race.
Pulling on the racetrack is our second IMCA Mod Light Heat race of the evening, starting on the pole. Out of Holt, Missouri, Zach Christopher in the 04. Starting outside of him, Jeff Rafferty in the 98 out of Holt, Missouri. Starting second row inside in that 34 machine out of Belton, Missouri, Tyler Farrell. Starting outside of him in that 46, 3-time IMCA points leader, Dylan Rafferty. And current IMCA points leader. 3-time champion, 2-time champion at Boone in that 46, Dylan Rafferty. Caution light is out. We'll go green flag this time by.
8 laps.
8 laps in our second IMCA Mod Light division. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Jeff Rafferty, Dylan Rafferty. Hustles him on down. Jeff Rafferty able to keep him. Dylan held back there on that high line as Dylan Rafferty runs right there with him. We've got him side by side coming out of turn 4. Dylan Rafferty leads that lap. Dylan Rafferty leads that lap. Jeff Rafferty battling back there on the high side. Pulls right to his rear bumper as we've got a race for that first and second place with Farrell in third. Two down, 6 to go in this 8-lap IMCA Mod Light Heat Race. Dylan Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, Tyler Farrell, and the 34. That's your top three. We've got 5 down, 3 to go. Let's make that 6 down, 2 to go. In this last IMCA heat race of the evening. Dylan Rafferty. Dylan Rafferty will take the win in your second IMCA Mod Light Heat Race of the night. That will conclude our heat races of this evening. Make sure you make your way down to the Trackside Valley concession. Get yourself a fresh cheeseburger, a cold drink. Make sure you make it down and get you a program down at our beer garden, or see Miss Paula down at the beer garden if you're drinking an adult soda. Drinking and driving don't mix. Make sure your pit crew has a designated driver tonight. We want you to drive sober, slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. This message is from the Missouri Coalition of Roadworth Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Show me zero. Visit SaveMissouriLives.com. Well, Valley fans, I've got Ray Cunningham here with us. We're going to give a little rundown, a little talk about some sprint car racing here at Valley Speedway, along with just the series in general. I mean, you guys have been, this is your 11th event of the season. Had some great races here, I know. So tell us a little more about the racing series.
Well, this year, of course, we've made Valley Speedway a priority, and the only time we weren't able to race there was after the track was flooded. But we've made every other show so far. So we should get 5 in this year, and we love coming to Valley Speedway and having this as our home track in 2024.
Well, I mean, we were talking about it earlier. You guys started off in 2020. Kind of a new thing here in the Kansas City area, trying to bring back some sprint car racing. You guys traveled to how many different racetracks this year? with the series?
Well, let's see. Valley Speedway, Electric City, Lakeside Speedway, I-35. I think those are pretty much the tracks this year. Unfortunately, US 36 and Bethany were tied together, and they pretty much closed US 36 except for special events. So unfortunately, that meant we lost those two tracks, which we like to race in there as well. But in lieu of that, being able, and Nevada Speedway, unfortunately, it rained out because we did have a race scheduled for Nevada. We have every year. That's another track we like going to. So unfortunately, did not end up racing with us this year. But in lieu of that, being able to come to Valley for 5 times, 5 out of the 6, having 6 scheduled, getting to race here 5 times, and having our still biggest event of the season for our series, our championship night race on September 28th, the Helm Memorial, which has kind of become an institution here at Valley since its inception in 2018. We love this event, and I'm glad it's also championship night here. We've had championship night here before, and we've always enjoyed it. It's brought great excitement to this series because so many love to race here at Valley Speedway.
Well, I mean, you're a historian of the racing here in Kansas City. I mean, Valley Speedway, I've been told, this is way before my time moving to Kansas City, but it reminds us a lot of Olympic in the design and the way it was done. I know here at Valley we've had great midget series here, great sprint car racing here. But tell us a little bit about the history of sprint car racing in the Kansas City area.
Well, you're right. When this track was built, the way I understood it, the blueprints for that came from Ray Boyles, who gave them to the original owner. He had gone over all the pictures and everything they could get on Olympic Stadium to make it as close to that as possible. So it does have a lot of the same attributes of Olympic Stadium, which actually in reality was a ball field. They played baseball there first. It was called Olympic Field. Then it became Olympic Stadium. Of course, they had grandstands almost all the way around Olympic Stadium back in the day. And it started mainly as a midget racing track. Then later on, they added what we called jalopies back in the day, and then super modifieds, which turned into sprint cars. So they raced there back in the day. They also raced at Riverside Stadium. We also had what we called super modifieds that became sprint cars there, and the original Lakeside Speedway, which was called Lakeside Stadium, another track. And even I-70 Speedway, the first 2 years on the pavement, ran races on Sunday afternoon in those same cars. And then later, of course, I-70 for a while was a dirt track, and they raced sprint cars there. And then, of course, the new Lakeside also running sprint cars. But if we want to talk about the last decade, there has been no place in this entire region that has had more non-wing sprint car shows than right here at Valley Speedway. And so that's why I think it's really become a part of the history and tradition of Kansas City sprint car racing, which really dates back, if you think about it, sprint car racing dates back like 100 years.
Yeah,
and
it definitely does. And I remember the old super modifieds. That's when my grandfather raced back in the day in the St. Louis area. So I seen that evolution into the sprint cars. I remember running the USAC deal, and we'd go to Farmington and Granite City, and there used to be an old place called Godfrey Speedway. I don't know if you've ever been there, Ray, but I remember running all those racetracks as a kid, watching my grandfather wrench on cars as he had guys like Kenny Schrader and Kenny Owen Jr. driving for him back in the day. So, I mean, there's a huge sprint car following, and we are honored that you guys are here and are going to be here 5 times this year. So, fans, get ready for the next one, man, the Helm Memorial. That's the big one of the series and the season championship.
And John Helm, he puts a lot into that event as well as his family. There'll be several family members here. Of course, they always bring out their jalopy pace car vehicle, and They bring out their sprint car to race. They'll have a great representation of family and friends for that event, as they have since the beginning of the series. It looks like we got Luke Howard, one of our best up-and-coming racers. Like I said, Luke, were you 13 when you won here at Valley in the midgets? Oh,
Oh, Ray, thanks for coming and talking to us. I'm going to talk to the series director here, and then Luke Howard, and talk a little bit about what you guys got coming up in 25. Come on up here, Shelby. Shelby, are you already working on the schedule for 25?
Oh yeah, you always got to work on the schedule for the next year. So we're going to try and make some trips back here, obviously. We're going to hit up Lakeside like 3 or 4 times. And we're going to try and get back into the 81 Humboldt swing. The guys really enjoy that weekend. So.
I got you. What about being now that you guys are sistered with USAC, are they guys are going to be able to gain some national point stuff, any of that kind of stuff going on yet?
Yeah, so we always keep our schedule. When the national guys are close to home, we always take off so that our guys can go run with the national guys. Like Kobe Simpson, he's running Kokomo this weekend, which,
right.
Which
is going to be a huge second in points. I mean, it's going to be a huge hit for him.
I know. I was like, you're not coming to Valley? He's like, no, but I'll be there the last 2 races. I was like, oh, man, that kid's come a long ways, and it's really cool that he comes all the way from Texas to race with us. So,
well, it's cool. I mean, you guys are doing a great job tonight. Thank you so much. Let me talk to Luke, and I appreciate you coming up and spending a little bit of time with me.
Sure. Thanks for all you do, Sean.
Thank you. Luke Howard, come on up here, young man. One of the young guns in the sprint car division. How you doing, my friend?
Doing all right. I'm glad to be here.
How was that heat race?
It wasn't too bad. I wish I could have done a little bit better. We went 3rd to 4th. Would have liked to go 3rd to 2nd or 3rd to the win. But this track, it's so fast. Once you're kind of in line, it's really hard to pass and kind of hard to make some ground up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Luke, what are some of your biggest moments in 25, and what are some of the goals you still have that you need to complete yet in 24? In 24.
I'd say my biggest accomplishment this year so far was leading the whole race up at Butler earlier this year. We had a heartbreak losing a motor with 1 lap to go. That really hurt us, but we ended up getting a motor from Brent Lewis. He's letting me borrow a motor for pretty much the rest of the season. If it wasn't for him, I definitely wouldn't be here right now, and I want to give a huge shout out to him for that. I've had a couple other decent moments. Last time we were here, I led about half of it, and then started having a little trouble with the motor and started falling back just a little bit, but it's been a decent year. We've had the speed, I've been having a handful of motor problems that have kind of set us back quite a bit.
Yeah, well, where you start? I haven't seen the lineup yet. Where are you starting tonight?
I honestly haven't even checked it yet. I'm gonna guess around 8th.
I got you. Well, Luke, thank you so much for coming up and talking with us. Yeah. Good luck tonight, and hopefully, I mean, you've done it in a midget. I think tonight's the night you do it in a sprint car. What do you say?
That'd be great.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much for coming and seeing us.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you all to the fans for coming out. Really appreciate it. Wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys.
Well, Valley fans, that'll conclude our interviews for this evening. Make sure you get down to the Valley Trackside Concessions. Get you a cold soda. Make sure you make it down. Get one of your programs down at the beer garden, or a hot adult soda. My wife's over here looking at me like I'm in trouble. I don't know what I did, but you never know. It's early in the night, so I can dig myself back out, I guess. Also, Valley fans, don't forget tonight, our high-flying class of the night is our Valley Pure Stock division. They will be our first feature up tonight. We will pull them on the front stretch. They will throw out a Frisbee. We will name our high-flying driver of the night at the end of the night. And if you catch that Frisbee, you will have the opportunity to come down and get your picture taken in Victory Lane. Also, if you haven't seen, I'm sure you guys have heard it, the bus is up and running. It's the first time we've had it back up and running since the flood. And so we are happy to have that up and running. Jeff Rafferty, one of our Mod Light racers, is actually running that thing around tonight. But we're going to take a few more minutes here, get these racetrack ran in, get the lineup set up, get everybody ready to go for these features. Make sure you get down and get your soda, get your good seat, get ready for this night of racing here at Valley Speedway. Also, Valley fans, if you haven't been following us on Facebook, you might have seen that we've added the Heartland Modified Series October 18th here at Valley Speedway. That'll be the first time that the A-Mods have been back at Valley Speedway in a couple years. We're pretty excited about that. So make sure you put that on your calendar. October 18th for the Heartland Modified Series. Remember, Valley fans, if you can't make it here on a Saturday night, you can catch us live on our YouTube channel. Victor Garcia is our executive producer, Mario Lee production. Can't make it out, log on to your YouTube, go to Valley Speedway, and you can watch live here every Saturday night. Pulling onto the racetrack now is our Valley Pure Stop high flying class of the night. As we get ready here, kids get ready. We're going to be down here in just a second throwing out some frisbees in our high flying class of the night. Again, if you catch the high flying driver of the night's frisbee, we'll call that number out at the end of the A feature. You come on down, get your picture taken there in Victory Lane. All right, Valley fans. Cody Owenberg, our current Valley points leader here at Valley Speedway. Cody, give that thing a throw. Let's see if we can pull it off tonight. What do you say? Eddie Knowles. Eddie Knowles, give that thing a throw, young man. See if one of these lucky fans can catch that Frisbee this evening. Okay, go grab it again. Justin Asher. Justin, I only have one question. Did we tighten the battery cable?
We got a brand new one.
You got a brand new one. All right, well, give that thing a throw. Give one of these kids a souvenir tonight. Out of retirement, Chris Rife. Chris Rife out of retirement. Give that thing a throw. See if one of these kids can catch this thing. Normally crew chiefing for his son in the 70 or in the 7. Michael Taylor. What do you think, my friend? We'll see, huh? Give that thing a throw. Good throw. Good throw. Ed Knowles. Can we keep it right front up this week?
Well, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. It would be. You had it covered up until that right front went down last week.
Have that air.
Got to have that air. Give that thing a throw, my friend. Bill Munson. How you doing, sir? Good. Well, give that thing a throw. Give one of these lucky kids. George, how you doing, my friend?
I'm making it, man.
You're making
Hey, thanks for coming out, guys.
Hey, well, give that thing a throw. Matt B. What's happening, young man? Yeah? How you doing this evening?
Pretty good.
Good. Well, give that thing a throw. See if one of these lucky fans can catch a Frisbee. Chris Rife. 2-time feature winner here at Valley Speedway.
Tell them if they bring this back to me, they get a free t-shirt for a kid.
All right. Well, hey, how about that? At the end of the night, listen up, kids. At the end of the night, if you catch this number 7, go down to the pits after the races, and Spencer Rife will give you a free t-shirt at the end of the night. Class act there. And last but not least, all the way back here in the back, Darren the Bear Christie. How you doing, my friend?
Good, Sean. Good to see. Thanks, fans, all coming out. It's a nice little steamy, nice track, and with a good crowd. It's good to see you guys.
Give that thing a throw. See if you can get it across the fence there. Hey, looky there. I think that's the first time you've got it across the first time going. All right, Valley fans. These young men will get signed, strapped into these cars, get their helmet and safety gear on. I'll make it back up to the tower, and we'll get started with this pure stock A feature event of the night, as we're going to go 20 laps. 20 laps in this pure stock A main. Hold on. Hey, I just found out we've got Louise here. She's been going to the races. Lucille, I heard you've been going to the races for over 75 years.
Yes, I have.
You have? What in the world makes you want to do that?
Well, because my husband had a race car back in Savannah in the 60s.
Really? Well, how about that? Well, I think you probably have it tight. You probably won the contest with who's watched the races the longest.
Okay.
Well, enjoy your night, young lady. All right, Valley fans. Our Valley Pure Stock. A feature. Getting strapped in the car, getting their helmet and all their safety equipment on. PK will be checking on them here, making sure everybody's strapped in. But our lineup tonight, starting on their pole, our current Valley points leader here at Valley Speedway and also last year's track champion, Cody Owenberg out of Raytown, Missouri. I don't know where I got the junior from, but Cody Owenberg starting on the pole. Outside of him, Ed Knowles out of Lawson, Missouri. Starting inside second row will be Justin Asher in the 74. Starting scratch tonight, not going to make it, David Oxford going to scratch, which will move our outside second to Chris Reif in the 117. Mike Taylor in the 14 senior, third row inside. Outside of him, Eddie Knowles in the 15E. Again, with this feature, we have two father and sons racing tonight, the Knowles and the Reifs. Starting fourth row inside will be the 19 of Bill Munson out of Atchison, Kansas. Starting outside of him, Greg Bernan in the B5. In the 11, Landon Harper out of Warrensburg, Missouri, starting inside sixth row. Outside of him, Luke McAfee in the B4. Starting tailback last row, Spencer Reif in the 7, and outside of him, Joey Harper out of Warrensburg, Missouri. Get these cars fired off, get them racked and stacked and ready for this 20-lap A main event.
This will be a 20-lap feature event, 20 laps. The 31 is going to be a scratch, so the outside row will just move up.
Yeah, 31 is a scratch for this evening. Dave Oxford in that Powell Motorsports evidently had a problem and are a scratch for the evening.
All right, guys, this will be your wave lap. Give me the one to go. Let's get them lined up.
This will be the wave lap this time by. Cody Owenberg on the pole. Going to lead him down the back stretch.
Safety lights out. We'll go green flag
this time by in this 20-lap Valley Pure Stock division. As Cody Owenberg and Eddie Knowles head off into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Eddie Knowles, Cody Owenberg, Justin Asher, Chris Reif, Michael Taylor. Oh, we've got problems on the 11 on the front stretch. Let's see if he can make it around. Nope, we're going to go.
There's a car slow going into one. There's a car slow into
Yellow flag will fly. Yellow flag will fly for the 11 of Harper. Landon Harper out of Missouri, out of Warrensburg, Missouri, having some problems.
Complete restart. The B4 and B5, I'm assuming you guys are wanting to start at the back since you're back there, B4 and B5. So let's get them lined up and we will try this again.
We'll give them one to go at the flag stand. Caution lights are out.
guys. We'll try it again. 14 starts the race, side by side till 14 starts the race. He'd be lined up on 14, not ahead of him, beside him.
Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Eddie Knowles, Cody Owenberg, Justin Asher, Spencer Rife. Oh, Mike Taylor gets a little bit loose. We're going to stay clean and green, clean and green. Spencer Rife from the tail up to 7th already behind Bear Christie. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher on the inside gets a good run. Cody Owenberg back to 3rd. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher, Cody Owenberg, Chris Rife, Spencer Rife challenging on the bottom, little slide job over Bear Christie as we've got one around, Michael Taylor around. Caution will fly, caution will fly.
Yellow's on, yellow's on.
For the 14 SR of Michael Taylor getting loose there in the center of 1. Eddie Knowles leading that first 2 laps in this 20-lap Valley Pure Stock. A feature event.
403
Rough
up 1
start
spot,
there at the very
403
beginning
up 1.
as they got together coming out of 2.
All right, on the restart, 74, in or out, 74.
Looks like
4's
Justin
out,
Asher's
14
going to take
is
the
in,
outside.
117 will be in, 117, you're inside. Inside, behind the 14. All right, 19, you're in, B5 out, B4 in, 11, then 14 senior. All right, safety light's out, 2 down, we're going green this time.
Safety light is out. We'll go green flag this time by. 2 down, 18 to go. As Eddie Knowles leads him off into 3 into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Eddie Knowles hustles him down. Justin Asher in 2nd. Cody Oldberg 3rd. Eddie Knowles in 4th. Spencer Rife challenging his dad, Chris Rife. Takes over that 5th place position in that 7 over that 117. Eleven of Harper pulls to the infield. Problems on that 11 car. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher pulls within about a car length, coming off of 4. We've got him nose to tail. Justin Asher gets a good run. Eddie Knowles able to hold him off as they go into 3 and 4. Cody Owenberg. Ed Knowles, Spencer Rife, that'll be your top 5. As we've got a challenge for that 3rd place position. Ed Knowles trying to get a good run there on the bottom, wasn't able to make that pass happen. Justin Asher right on the rear bumper of that 15 of Eddie Knowles. Justin Asher, Cody Owenberg. We've got 7 down, 8 down, 8 down, 12 to go, 8 down, 12 to go in this 20-lap Valley Pure Stock Division. Valley Pure Stock Division is Justin Asher trying to work that bottom line, pulls up the rear quarter panel of Eddie Knowles. As we're going to be getting into some lap traffic here in just a few more laps. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher right there on his rear bumper. They come through 3 and 4 as they get ready to get into some lap traffic. Both of them make it past the B5 of George Burns. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher, Cody Owenberg, Ed Knowles, Spencer Rife, Chris Rife. That is your top 6. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher, coming down the back stretch. They're going to get some more lap traffic here in just a second. See if Eddie Knowles can hold off that 74 of Justin Asher. Cody Owenberg trying to get around some lap traffic with Ed Knowles. We got them side by side of the flag stand for that 3rd place position. As that lap traffic, Eddie Knowles, Cody Owenberg, Spencer Rife. Spencer Rife gets a run on the bottom side. Got a race for 3rd, that 4th, 5th place position. Oh, we got them together there. Eddie Knowles in the rear of Munson. Justin Asher on the high side. We got a pass for the lead as Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher. Eddie Knowles gets back around him. Bill Munson on the bottom side. Eddie Knowles on the bottom. Gets around the lap traffic. Pulls back into that lead as we've got 17 down, 3 to go. 17 down, 3 to go. Eddie Knowles, Justin Asher recollects himself, see if we get run back down that 15 car, that 74. As Ed Knowles has gotten around to 3rd, Spencer Rife into 4th, Cody Orenberg into 5th. Justin Asher. We got 1 to go at the flag stand, 1 to go at the flag stand for the young man out of Lawson, Missouri in that 15 car. The 74 of Justin Asher. And your winner tonight in your Valley Pure Stock Division, Eddie Knowles out of Lawson, Missouri. 2nd place is 74 of Justin Asher. 3rd place, Ed Knowles. 4th place, Spencer Rife. And 5th, Cody Owenberg. That'll be your top 5.
All right, drivers, that is a complete race. Car 403, you're the high-flying winner, so I'll get the winner and car 403 to the front stretch, please. Thank you.
Our Valley High Fly driver of the night will be the 403 of Darren Christie. If you caught that Frisbee with the 403 on it, make sure you get down here and get your picture taken. With that Come on down and get her. All right, Valley fans, let's let him hear it. Eddie Knowles out of Lawson, Missouri. Young man, third feature win this year. First here at Valley Speedway. Don't forget, Valley fans, if you were the lucky one that caught that 7 in that high-flying class, that 7, make sure you make it down to Spencer Rife's pits after the races and get your free T-shirt from Spencer Rife. Well, young man, you made it happen. Got really interesting there with a little bit of lap traffic.
Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking for me, for sure. And then I was seeing Asher, and I just was having to make a couple quick decisions on that one.
Yeah, no, sure. You guys split him 2 and 3 wide there a couple of times, trying to get around that lap car, but the car was hooked up tonight.
Yes, it was. It's a really fast track, and my third time out here, and it's just really good track. And
Who do you want to thank on this race car? Who makes this happen besides Mom and Dad?
Oh, just Fastlane Racing Engines, A to Z Billboards, Jones Brothers Racing, Catch the Fever, Schaefer's Oil, Team Timberline, Hevelo Fabrication, and Sammy Schuler, and most of all, my mom and dad. They helped me out a lot.
13-year-old Eddie Knowles, pure stock A-main winner of the night. Valley fans, let's play it off one more time for Eddie Knowles.
E-Mod, let's start rolling, E-Mod, start rolling.
All right, Valley fans, your USRA E-Mod division is on the racetrack.
All right, John, let's do a 20-lap feature event, 20 laps. We'll give you the one to go at the flag stand, one to go at the flag stand.
Starting on the pole, out of St. Joe, Missouri, that's Brandon Royce. Brandon Royce, rookie this year. Outside of him, Brian Myers out of Concordia, Missouri. Starting inside.
All right, drivers,
feature
safety
winner
lights
here,
out, safety
Cole
lights out.
Ryan.
We're
Cole
going
Ryan
green
in
flag
the
this
one.
time. Good luck.
Outside of him, Mike Taylor. As Royce leads them off into 3 in the Rob's trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Brian Myers. Mike Taylor. Royce, side by side coming off of turn 2. Cole Ryan, Brad Richardson. That is your top 5 as Taylor bobbles up the racetrack, allows Cole Ryan and Brad Richardson to get around him.
Yellow's on, yellow's on, yellow's on.
Yellow is on, yellow is on. For the 17 on the back stretch there.
Complete restart, complete restart. Line him up just like you brought him out.
Well, no, he's able to restart that car. We did not score that first lap. Not all drivers had completed that first lap, so it will be a complete restart.
All right, guys, we'll try it again. We'll go 1 to go when you come around. Give you 1 to go when you come around.
We'll go 1 to go at the flag stand. Third row inside, Brad Richardson, your current points leader in the 32X. Outside of him in the 41, that is Ashley Pyburn. Ashley Pyburn in the 41. Inside of him, out of Lone Jack, Missouri in the 99, that'll be Mark Spillman. Mark Spillman. The 96, the 11, and the 17. Lights are out. We'll go green flag this time by as Royce leads them off into 3 into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Oh, we got them crossed up. Something fierce. Woo! Don't know what quite happened there with Mike Taylor.
Yellow's on. Go high through 3 and 4. Go high through 3 and 4.
I think we'll get them all to re-fired here. Able to restart.
That caution's going to fall on the 18. You're going to have to start tailback.
Caution's going to be charged to the 18T of Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor will have to go to the tail. Still have not completed a first lap, so it will be a complete restart.
All right, 99, you'll go outside the 41, and then we'll be good. 99 outside 41. All right, guys, we'll give you 1 to go this time.
All right, we've got a restart here.
One more double restart, then we're going to go single
go green
file.
flag this time.
Get this thing going. We'll try it one more time.
Give them the 1 to go at the flag stand. Caution lights are out. See if we can get this third time's a charm to see if we can get this E-Mod, Midwest Mod feature started as Royce leads them off into 3 into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. We went green flag this time by Ryan Myers, Royce, Cole Ryan, Brad Richardson. Brad Richardson gets a good run on the inside. We've got him 2 wide going into 3 and 4. Cole Ryan gets around into 3rd. We got 1 around. The 17 around. Yellow will fly. Yellow will fly.
Yellow's on. That's 2 cautions, 17. You have to take it to the pits.
That'll be the second caution on the 17. He'll have to call it a night. That'll be the end of his race.
All right, drivers, lineup is good. We're going to leave a single
Lineup
file, see
is
if we
good.
get some laps in here. We got 2 down. We'll give you 1 to go this time.
We are going to go single file the rest of the way here. Had a little bit of trouble getting these side by side laps in start. They're allowed
All right, drivers, it'll be a single file restart from here out. Nose to tail restarts, no passing before the race starts. We'll go green
Caution
flag
light
this
is
time.
out.
One
We're gonna
lap
go
is
green
complete.
flag. This time by is Brian Myers. Leads them off into 3 into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Brian Myers. Brandon Royce. Cole Ryan. Brad Richardson. Mark Spillman. That'll be your top 5. Brian Myers comes out of 4, lead that lap. Royce running second. Cole Ryan in 3rd. Brad Richardson in 4th. Hey, Brandon. Brian Myers. Royce, Cole Ryan. Got a Brad Richardson gets a run on Cole Ryan for that 3rd place. I think we've got a battle for that 3rd place getting ready to set up here. As Brad Richardson pulls right to the rear bumper of that 1 car, Cole Ryan. 2 past feature winners here at Valley Speedway as Brad Richardson slips up a little bit, have to recollect himself and run that number 1 back down as Brian Myers working nice and smooth around this Valley Speedway. Yellow is on. Yellow is on for the Ashley Pyburn. Facing wrong way in a one-way, went on a little bit of a tilt-a-world ride there. Caution will be on Ashley Pyburn in the 41. Brian Myers did not want to see that happen.
All right, lineup is correct. Lineup is correct. 8 laps are down. Get 41 start at the tail.
We've got 8 down, 12 to go in this Valley E-Mod, Midwest Mod race here this evening. Cole Ryan pulling to the infield there. Something must be awry, or crew seen something on that race car they wanted to check out real quick. All right, we've got 8 down, 12 to go. Brian Myers led every lap so far, with Brandon Royce right there in second, Brad Richardson in third, actually Cole Ryan in third, Brad Richardson in fourth. Check out
get
that
the 1 up
one,
there in the
spot
3rd
back
spot,
here.
and then we're going to go 1 to go right here, drivers.
We're going to go 1 to go here at the flag stand.
All right, drivers, safety lights out, green flag this time. We've got 8 down, 12 to go. Here we go.
I can't do it now.
I know. You want to write that down?
Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Brian Myers leads them off through 3 and 4. That'd be fine. Brandon Royce, Cole Ryan, Brad Richardson. Royce slips up a little bit, lets Cole Ryan pull back to the rear bumper. We may have a challenge for second place here. Cooking up, folks. Brandon Royce, Cole Ryan on the outside as they enter into 1 and 2. Brandon Royce, Brad Richardson. Ryan Meyer, Brandon Royce, Cole Ryan to throw a blanket over that second, third, fourth place position. Cole Ryan trying to work that high line. Brandon Royce shuts the door. Brad Richardson on that low line. As Ryan Myers has pulled out a 10 or 12 car length lead over Brandon Royce. $14 down, 6 to go. 14 down, 6 to go. Ryan Myers, Brandon Royce, Cole Ryan, Brad Richardson. $15 down, 5 to go. 4 fingers and a thumb left in this Valley A feature of the night for Brian Myers. Oh, we got one around. Caution will fly. Caution will fly for the 11 of Emmy Ryan. Caution will fly for the 11 of Emmy Ryan. Folks, we have a Toyota Missouri tagged R1 3T1U. Need it moved immediately. We have you double parked, blocking somebody in with an illness that needs to get out. Again, it's a Toyota with a license plate, Missouri tag, R1 3T1U. If you could please remove that car immediately, we would greatly appreciate it.
Lineup's correct, lineup's correct. 16 down.
We have 16 down.
At the flag stand.
16 down, 4 to go. Again, Toyota in the parking lot with Missouri tags, R1 3T1U. We please need that car removed immediately,
All right, driver,
please.
safety lights out, green
Thank
flag
you.
this time, nose
Caution
to tail,
lights
single
are
file
out.
restart, 4 to go.
4 to go. Brian Myers led every lap so far of this 20-lap A feature. See if he can hold off this pack of wolves. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Ryan Myers, Royce, Cole Ryan, Brad Richardson, Mark Spillman. That is your top 5. We got them side by side for that 7th place position. Mike Taylor, Ashley Pyburn. Oh, we just lost it. Oh, we had trouble on the racetrack. Trouble on the racetrack for the 1. Was able to pull off. We're going to stay clean and green. Brian Myers, 1 lap to go. Oh no, Royce spins out.
All right, yellow's on.
Yellow will come out. Yellow will come out. Brian Myers sure did not want to see that. As the 75B of Royce gets around, jumps the cushion. there in one. The one lap before the one of Cole Ryan. Something letting go on that car. Big puff of smoke down the front stretch. Good run, running third at the time. Royce able to refire that 75B.
All right, lineup is correct. It'll be a green, white, checker, green, white, checker.
It will be a green-white checker for Brian Myers.
All right, we'll go 1 to go this time. 75, you'll start in front of the 11 car. Actually, 11 car is not a lap down, so you'll start behind 11 car. That was my fault.
All right, lineup is good. Caution lights.
Everyone's in the correct spot. We'll go green flag. Yes. Stand by. Yellow's going to stay on.
All right, hold on 1 second. We're going to keep that caution light out for one more lap. Cole Ryan going up in smoke. The 75B. Spinning there, the recipient of that, Brad Richardson, our current points leader, into second place.
On the front straight, apparently there's some fluid down on the track, and
Apparently there's some
75,
fluid down on the racetrack from that one,
back at your
whatever
spot. They're
happened to
saying
that
that
one car.
car went off the track.
We're going to throw a little bit of
So caution's not on the 75, it's on whatever track went off there. So 75 will start in the second spot.
So Race Command is calling that caution on the one car. We're going to go back to that previous start. Believe that the 75 ran through that fluid, and
let's try and see if we can run through this spot on the track so we don't have any other issues.
Fluid. See if we can get that dried out just a little bit.
Shut it off. We're going to go green flag and finish this up. We're done. Just take it easy and go low on the front there because it's still a little bit wet. But we're going to go green, white, checker, green,
All
white,
right,
checker.
we're going green, white, checker. Caution lights are out. Green flag will fly for Brian Meyer. Brian Meyer runs them on down into 1 and 2. White flag will fly for Brian Meyer in that number 9 machine. And your winner tonight in your Valley Pure Stock Midwest Mod Division, Brian Myers. Second place, Royce. In the 75, third, Brad Richardson. That'll be your top three. Again, if you drive a Toyota Missouri Tag R13T1U, please go move your car for us, please. All right, Valley fans, let's hear it for Brian Myers. First time here at Valley Speedway here in 2024. Well, hey, Brian, congratulations.
Thank you.
Is that the first one?
We actually got the first one last night at Callaway, so this is
Two in a row. So you did a twofer?
twofer, yeah.
How about that? Well, congratulations. Got rained out. I'm assuming you were going to CMS.
Yeah, that was planned, yeah.
Got rained out. Come down to Valley for your first time this year here.
I showed up opening night and we struggled with the car, but
Gotcha.
it was pretty good tonight.
Gotcha. Well, the car was great. Racetrack was good. I'm sure you hated seeing all those cautions that are there at the end.
Yeah, I didn't want to see that last one for sure, seeing the white, and then I saw the oil down here, and yeah, I was hoping it was over.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again. Who do you got to thank for getting you down the road here?
Got everybody, the crew, Rutherford Consulting Services, West Brown Trucking, Cleveland Masonry. There's a whole bunch.
It takes a lot to get them down the road, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Valley fans, let's hear it up one more time for your A feature winner of the night in the Valley Pierce EMOD division, Brian Myers. I have a Missouri Toyota. You know what it is? Car truck that needs to be moved. Tag number R1321U. R1321U. Missouri Tag Toyota.
Now tonight's starting lineup for the USAC MWRA Sprint Cars, sponsored by Wholesale Batteries. On the front row for this 25-lapper, out of Raymore, Missouri, that's Zach Clark in the 26. To his outside from Topeka, Kansas, it's Danny Billings in the 604. In row number 2, he was your high point man tonight, but drew a 2 and moves to the second row. That's Wyatt Burks in the 11W from Topeka, Kansas. To his outside, also tying with the most points tonight after the heat races, and a heat race winner like Burks, that's Cody Baker in the 9H from Lone Jack, Missouri. In row number 3 from Topeka, Kansas, it's Chris Morgan in the Lewis Racing 2L. To his outside from Independence, Missouri, that's Dakota Earls in the 15E. In row number 4 tonight, from Kansas City, Kansas, we call him JJ, it's Justin Johnson in the 27J. To his outside, a former track champion here at Valley Speedway and a 2-time winner in the series, that's Chad Goff in the number 9. In the next row, from Overland Park, Kansas, in the 2H, it's Cool Hand Luke Howard. To his outside from Independence, Missouri, it is the uncle of Dakota Earls, Chad Ty in the 88, and a former track champion here at Valley. In the next row, from Independence, Missouri, Tyler Burton in the 03, and to his outside, he's got some work to do here tonight, but Wesley Smith always charges here at Valley Speedway. Wesley Smith in the Helm Racing car number 12. In the next row, on the inside, from Gladstone, Missouri, it's Chad Winfrey in the 65W. To his outside, from Wichita Falls, Texas, it's Junior Parkinson in the 93. And in the final row, from Independence, Missouri, it's the rookie Jared McCarty, and unfortunately having to scratch after blowing his engine in his heat race, it is Tom Curran in the 11X. 25 laps, 15 cars here tonight at Valley Speedway. Race number 11, race number 4 here at Valley for the MWRA this year. And of course, we're going to return on September 28th for the Valley Speedway Helm Memorial, the 7th annual event. Zach Clark starts on tonight's pole position. He's finished as high as second place in MWRA competition, never a feature winner. To his outside, Danny Billings on the outside, a fantastic performance in his heat race in that 604 crank engine, as now they will form the 4 abreast. MWRA Sprint Cars tonight at Valley Speedway. Perfectly prepared track here tonight at Valley Speedway for the USAC MWRA Sprint Cars. 25 laps the distance. Race number 11 of the 2024 season. Next up, I-35 on September 7th, and then back here at Valley for the final race of this season on September 28th, the Helm Memorial. But we have business here tonight, Sean. The 25-lapper for the USAC MWRA Sprint Cars, sponsored by Wholesale Batteries. Zach Clark to set the place as they take the green flag. Clark goes in the leader in 1 and coming out of 2. Move Wyatt Burks up to second place. Third place, Chris Morgan. Fourth place, Cody Baker. Cody Baker losing a little ground as they come down the straightaway. And here comes Burks going for the lead. Wyatt Burks going for the lead on Clark, but on the inside, there goes Chris Morgan. Move Chris Morgan up to second place. Burks in third. Oh, and look at that wheelie by Chris Morgan as they go into one and coming out of two. Clark the leader. He gets passed by Burks. Now Burks going for the lead as they go into three. Zach Clark on the outside. Burks on the inside. Burks led that lap. Burks and Clark. Clark fighting back on the outside. Burks on the inside. Now he pops a wheelie as they go into three. Zach Clark back in front. Clark in first, followed by Burks, who now retakes the lead and moves up the track. Now Clark moves to the inside. Move Clark to the inside, trying to get back around Burks, but Burks holds on to the lead. Clark second, Cody Baker in third, then Chris Morgan in fourth, followed by Justin Johnson up to fifth place, and then Chad Goff. But out front, it is Wyatt Burks. Burks in first, Zach Clark second. Then it's Cody Baker with Chris Morgan, your top four. Then Chad Goff, Justin Johnson. Wesley Smith making a charge from the back of the pack. Look at Wesley Smith. Oh, and Cody Baker makes contact with Chris Morgan, but they both continue. But unfortunately, damage to Morgan's car as he pulls in. That's too bad. He was running a great race, and the yellow flag comes out. That was too bad. As what a battle among the first four cars in that feature. And then Wesley Smith, who had to come from the back in this race, he started in the second to last row, making up some ground for sure.
Ray, did somebody serve up some White Castles there? My goodness, it was Slide Job Central there. Every other lap we had a new leader there at that first 7 laps here. My goodness.
I don't think we're done with that, Sean.
I don't either. This racetrack is excellent tonight. Super grip everywhere, on bottom, top. Both lines working really, really well as these guys meticulously slide each other without touching. Just amazes me.
And it's too bad that happened, because Chris Morgan running a great race as well as Cody Baker, but they make contact. When you're racing that hard, sometimes that happens. That happened right here in the front straight. Both cars were able to keep it under control, but obviously Morgan with some damage. Up front, Wyatt Burks will lead this restart. The driver from Topeka, Kansas, looking for his first ever win here in MWRA competition. He's won several races here, but never under the MWRA banner. Second place is Zach Clark, looking for his first ever win in the series. Last week's winner, Cody Baker, running third. And then we have Chad Goff. Chad Goff looking great tonight, a winner last year at Humboldt, Kansas. And how about Justin Johnson, working on a career best finish here? He's running in the top 5, a great performance by Justin Johnson. And then there's Wesley Smith. You know that Wesley Smith's going to bring it in the feature here at Valley, and he's doing it once again, up to 6th place so far.
Well, this is what I want to know, Ray. Valley fans, let me hear you. Was that not an amazing first 7 laps? I think we're just getting started.
Wesley Smith started 12th. After just 7 laps, we still have 18 laps to go here. 6 down. We're going to count 6 laps up.
Up to 7th.
Yeah. 6 laps have been completed, 19 laps to go. Unfortunately, Chris Morgan will not be able to restart this feature tonight. $14 cars left in this A feature, 19 laps to go. Burks is the leader, followed by Clark, and then Baker with Goff, Johnson, and Wesley Smith up from 12th starting spot.
Lineup is correct. We'll We'll get these guys restacked here. As we do go single file, correct, Ray?
That is correct, sir. I don't know if my heart could stand them being side by side right now again at the restart.
Well, the caution light is out. We'll go green flag this time by as Wyatt Burke leads them off into the turn 3 into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly.
Wyatt Burks takes him into one in first. Zach Clark second, followed by Cody Baker. And then Chad Goff with Wesley Smith. Move Wesley Smith now up to the top 5 after starting 12. Smith up to 5th, Justin Johnson in 6th. Then it's Luke Howard and Dakota Earls. But up front, it's Wyatt Burks. Then Zach Clark and Cody Baker. Now Cody Baker on the outside trying to move around Zach Clark. Move him up to 2nd. Move Cody Baker up to 2nd place now. 1st place Burks, 2nd place Baker. 3rd place Zach Clark with Chad Goff on the move. He wants to finish on the podium here too as he goes around Zach Clark. Up front though, it's Burks, followed by Cody Baker. And then Chad Goff, followed by Zach Clark and Wesley Smith. Wyatt Burks in first, right now setting the pace. Cody Baker in second, then Chad Goff. These cars are hooked up here tonight at Valley. Wyatt Burks brings him into one, has about a 2-car length lead over Cody Baker as they go down the backstretch. Then it's Chad Goff, Zach Clark, and Wesley Smith. And here comes Cody. Cody to the inside. Wyatt Burks has to make a move to get around the lapper, Jared McCarty. And now here comes Cody Baker charging down the backstretch and into 3. Cody Baker trying to go for the lead, but Wyatt Burks will lead once again. Big wheelie from Cody as they come into 1. Burks in first, then Cody Baker. Chad Goff still charging though. Look at Goff go. Chad Goff is on a roll here tonight as well, as you could put the top 3 under a blanket as Cody Baker goes for the lead. Cody Baker down the backstretch, move him up to 1st, followed by Burks. And then it's Goff with Zach Clark and Wesley Smith. Out front though, Cody Baker looking for 2 in a row. He's the leader. They're going to get back into traffic though, Sean, as they come down the backstretch and into 3. Here comes Cody Baker around the outside. Cody Baker trying to get past these 2 cars. But it's Baker. He passes them both and goes down the backstretch. Cody Baker, and now the black flag out for Jared McCarty, the rookie in the 44. Baker in first. Pulls out to a few car lengths lead as he got through those lappers very quickly. 17 down. We got a heat race left. Cody Baker on the charge. Cody Baker in first, now trying to lap Junior Parkinson as they go down the backstretch. But there's Wyatt Burks. Wyatt Burks lurking, and then Chad Goff. Here's Cody Baker. He is pinned in. There's a car low and a car high. Is Cody going to split the middle? Yes, he is. Cody Baker goes down the backstretch, splits the middle. He wants to win this one tonight, and here comes Wyatt Burks. He splits between the 2 lap cars. And then there's Chad Goff. Chad Goff gets around the lap cars and stays in 3rd place, but it's Cody Baker. Cody Baker on the charge. He's in first, followed by Wyatt Burks, then Chad Goff. Wesley Smith, but down the backstretch, Cody Baker in the lead. Baker in first, Wyatt Burks second, and then Chad Goff. There's 2 laps left in this one. Baker out front. He's got 1 more lap car, possibly to have to pass as he's catching Chad Winfrey quickly. The white flag goes out for Cody Baker 1 more time around. Cody Baker in first, then Wyatt Burks second, and Chad Goff as they go down the backstretch into 3. And coming out of 4, it's going to be Cody Baker in first, followed by Wyatt Burks, Chad Goff. And here comes Wesley Smith from 12th up to 4th. And then it's Luke Howard and Zach Clark with Dakota Earls and Justin Johnson. But what a performance tonight, Sean, by our winner, Cody Baker.
Wow, what a race. Hard luck for Wyatt Burke not being able to pick up that first win here at Valley Speedway. Win all them heat races and can't get her done tonight as Cody Baker was on a rail, that's for sure.
Cody Baker from Lone Jack, Missouri, winning here tonight at Valley Speedway over Wyatt Burks and Chad Goff, with Wesley Smith as the hard charger. He's getting ready to come out of the car. Fans, give him a big hand. From Lone Jack, Missouri, driving the Ted Hall Racing number 9, it's Cody Baker. We'll get a quick word with Wyatt Burks. Wyatt, a fast track tonight. You guys were setting a torrid pace.
Yeah, the racetrack was phenomenal. Great. Best it's probably ever been all year here. So, we need to get a little bit faster. I'm tired of running second. I mean, I guess it's good for points, but we'll go on to next weekend to Creek County. We're going to go run a 305 show. So, thank you to Wholesale Battery, Torgerson Trenching, Harris Fabrication, Weber Waddle, Cage Suspension, Jaden's Hoe Foundation, my dad, my mom, Wojo, Daniel, all of them. So, move on to the next one.
Second place finisher Wyatt Burks and Chad Goff putting on a charge. Chad, can we hear from you real quick? Chad, you put on a great show tonight. That track was fast and you were coming hard.
Yeah, we had the car rolling pretty good there on the top. It's been a while since I've been able to really rip the lip like that. When my boy says, Dad, way to rip the lip, I know I did a pretty good job tonight. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I know it was fun coming from mid-pack up to the top 3. And, you know, I got to give credit to these young kids, man. They're fast. We're making gains. I always say that, but I truly feel like we're making gains, and this new DRC is working pretty good. So I'm happy with tonight. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Third place finisher Chad Goff. All right, now we'll get the winner in here. Cody, 2 races in a row. Man, you were fast again tonight. The old man had that car hooked up again.
Yeah, he put a good race car. It's two different. He puts a lot of work into these cars, and it shows.
Tonight's winner, Cody Baker from Lone Jack, Missouri.
How about that, Valley fans? That was an exciting A feature in our Midwest Wingless Racing Association Sprint Car Division. Up next will be our USRA B-Mod Division. Starting on the pole in that Northland Ready Mix 51 high-flying Mike Ryan. Outside of him, after an impressive heat race win, Josh Everhart in the 21J, starting inside, second row, out of Baser, Kansas, the 81 of Austin Charles. Starting outside him, out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri, Brandon Byrne. Starting third row inside, out of Topeka, Kansas, Kobe Rigsby. Kobe Rigsby. Outside of him, out of Lee Summit, Missouri. Out of Lee Summit, Missouri, the 25 of David Chapman. Starting fourth row inside, out of DeSoto, Kansas, Kevin White. Kevin White in the 33. Outside of him, our current points rookie of the year leader, Jackson Simmons. Jackson Simmons out of Olathe, Kansas. Behind him in the 21, after a great run last week, a top five. First top five for Mark Smith last week, starting fifth row inside. Starting outside of him, out of Leavenworth, Kansas, Terry Bruner. Terry Bruner in the 8. Starting sixth row inside, out of Bonner Springs, Kansas, in the 447. That is Kenny Price. Kenny Price starting outside of him. Right here out of Grain Valley, Missouri, Craig Maple in the 13M. Craig Maple in the 13M. Starting seventh row inside, out of Kansas City, Missouri, in the 15A, Alan Anders. Alan Anders. Outside of him, in the 81J, Jeff Jackson. Jeff Jackson out of Liberty, Missouri. And starting tailback out of Bates City, Missouri, Cody Bray. Cody Bray missing his heat race. Going to start tailback. Cody has won several times here this year. That will be a car to watch to come up through this field, as we will go 25 laps around in this A feature USRA B-Mod feature tonight.
You'll get the one to go this time at the flag stand. We'll go one to go this time, the spear wave lap.
The caution light is out as we will go green flag this
All right,
time
driver,
by.
safety lights
This
out. We're going
25 lap USRA B-Mod as Mike Ryan leads him off into the Rops Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Mike Ryan. Josh Everhart. Josh Everhart on the high side. Mike Ryan on the bottom. Josh Everhart will pull out. Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles. The 2, the 27. That is your top five. We've got them 3 wide coming out of 4 on the backside there for 8th, 9th, and 10th. As Mike Ryan pulls up the rear bumper. Josh Everhart. Josh Everhart working that high line. Austin Charles in second. Three down, 22 to go. As we've got them piled up here in the back. 3 wide going down the back stretch there between Jackson Simmons, that's David Chapman, Alan Anders.
Yellow's on, yellow's on. Go
Yellow
on
is
the
on,
back
yellow
straight.
is
Go on
on
the back
for that 81 of Jeff Jackson. Something went awry on that race car. Stopped there on the back stretch to bring out our first caution in this 25 lap A feature event.
J up 1 spot in front of the 25, and then lineup is correct with 4 laps complete. All right, 51 in or out, 51. 51's in, 81 is out. in, 27 out, 21 in, 33 out, 8 in, 447 out, 75J in, 25
These guys
out,
racked and
15 in, 96 out, 13
ready to
in,
attack. We've got
81 out.
down in this 25 lap.
Guys, we'll give you one to go at the flag stand, one to go at the flag stand, 4 down, 25 scheduled.
See if he can hold off this pack of wolves behind him with Mike Ryan and Austin Charles. Austin on the high side, Mike Ryan on the bottom. Caution lights are out. We'll go green flag this time by.
All right, drivers, safety lights out. We're going green this time.
Josh Everhart leads them into 3. Into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag flies. Green flag flies. Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles. We got them 3 wide with Kobe Rigsby up to 4th. Austin Charles and Mike Ryan side by side at the flag stand. Austin working that low line, Mike Ryan working that high line. As we've got them stacked 2 by 2 by 2 on back. Alan Anders makes a move across that. Oh, we got them together there at 75. Jackson Simmons and Kevin White. Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles, Cody Rigsby, and Mark Smith. That'll be your top 5 as we've got 7 down. 18 to go. Make that 8 down. 16 to go. As Austin Charles gets a run on the bottom side, pulls up beside Mike Ryan. Mike Ryan able to hold him off as they enter into 3 and 4. Yellow will fly for the 2. And the 4-7 of Kenny Price. Caution will be charged to the 4-7 of Kenny Price. Something's went awry on that 2 machine as he pulled into the infield. We've got 8 down, 16 to go. Mike Ryan chooses that inside line. Austin Charles to the outside as we stack them up in this Delaware double foul.
75 goes behind 25. All right, 33 goes behind the 25. And then 13 up 1 spot in front of the 75. So 33 and 13 go in front of the 75 is our last completed lap. 33, you'll be inside. 33 inside, there you go, and then 13 out. The front already kind of doubled up, that's fine. And get 81 on the outside of 75, and I'll give you 1 to go.
Caution light is out. Lineup
Guys,
is
we got
good.
8 laps complete. We will go green flag racing this
8
time.
laps
25
down,
laps our
16
schedule.
to go. Josh Everhart's led every lap so
Drivers,
far.
yellow's going to stay on. Yellow's going to stay on. There's some
Yellow's
debris on the
gonna
front
stay on
straight.
as we-
Debris on the front straight.
got
The
some
officials
debris
are
on the front
grabbing.
straight away.
Watch for the officials on the front straight by the flag stand. All right, drivers, debris is cleared. Debris is cleared, and the officials are off the track.
We got
now.
that
This
debris
will
off the
be
racetrack.
1 to go this
We'll
time. 1 to go
green
this
flag
time.
this time by. As the caution light will go out. Going green flag right now. Josh Everhart leads them up through the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Oh, we've got them piled up. Something's went awry on that 81 machine.
All right, drivers. Yellow's on, yellow's on, yellow's on. Go
Yellow is on, yellow is on.
3 and 4.
Somebody went to fire off and
All right, go on around. Everybody go on the inside, and then probably in turn 2, we're going to have to go red to get these cars off each other. So just keep on going till 2 and stay single file, and then just stop into somewhere for me, please.
don't know what happened there.
Stop right there. 21 will be fine. Just stop right there, guys. Shouldn't take too long. I don't think there's no injuries or nothing. We just got to get everybody unhooked. It'll be a few minutes.
Don't know what quite happened there. '15 of Alan Andrews able to refire off here. Looks like Terry Brunner's going to have to take her out to the hot pit here. See if he can get that right rear changed. If you've been drinking tonight, please designate a driver, drive sober, don't get pulled over. A message from the Missouri Coalition of Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Show me zero. Visit SaveMissouriLives.com. As we look like we've got most of these cars unhooked here. I'm going to get Mark Smith hooked up on the wrecker here. Get this thing refired.
Drivers, we're going to turn the yellow on and start lining people up.
21 of Mark Smith on the hook. Looks like his night has ended.
We're going to go to a single file restart. 96, your window net is down. 96, your window net's down. If you pull in by the front, they'll help you out with it. Alright, last completed laps. It's 21J, 51, 81, 27, 15A. You went to the hot pit, so you're going to have to start tail back.
Costin was charged to the 21 of
81 will go in front of the 27.
Mark
and
Smith.
after 27J will be the number 8 car. So 8, you're up into the 5th spot. Car number 8 to the... They're actually 8. 8, you went to the hot pit. 8, you went to the hot pit, so you'll have to stop. You'll have to start tailback. I missed you going to the hot pit.
working to get this lineup correct. As we had a couple
After
cars go to the top
27J
50,
will be the 447
15A
car.
Alan Anderson will have to go
447,
to
you're up in the fifth spot. 447 to the
going
fifth
to the
spot.
hot pit.
All right, 25, you're behind the 447, so up one spot. 75J up 2 spots, 75J up 2 spots. And then 13 up in front of the 33, 13 up in front of 33. Lineup is good. We're going to stay single file. Sorry for the delay on getting you all lined up there so many people went to the
All right, we're going to go single file the rest of the way.
See if we get some green laps in. 8 laps are down. We still got 25 scheduled, but we're going to stay single
8
file.
laps are down in this 25 lap. A feature event. Caution lights are out. We'll go green flag this time by for Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles, Kobe Rigsby,
All right, drivers, safety lights are out. Here we go.
Kenny Prince. That's your top 5. Josh Everhart takes him off into 3 into the Rops Trucking restart zone as the leader will start the race. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles. Mike Ryan doing everything he can to run down that 21. Got a great run. We've got him so rear to the rear quarter panel. Josh Everhart able to pull back out in front. Mike Ryan. Austin Charles, Kobe Rigsby. Mike Ryan running that middle line pulls right back up to the rear quarter panel of Josh Everhart. Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan gets a great run. Pulls right to the rear bumper. As we maybe get into some lap traffic here in the next lap or two as we've got 13 down, 12 to go. 13 down, 12 to go. Make that 14 down, 11 to go. 14 down, 11 to go. Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles. As Josh Everhart navigates this lap traffic of Jeff Jackson, Mike Ryan able to get by, gets a good run there on roll in the middle of bottom of that racetrack. Oh, we got one around. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. Terry Bruner in the 8. Facing wrong way in a one-way. We had a race for the lead heating up there with Josh Everhart and high-flying Mike Ryan. Mike trying to make that low line work.
All right, drivers, lineup is good. We'll get get 8 to the tail. We have 16 complete.
Lineup is good as we lose the 15A of Allen.
Looks like 8's going off, so we'll give you 1 to go this time, drivers. We'll give you the 1 to go this time.
1 to go at the flag stand. Caution light is out. $16 down.
All right, drivers, 16 down. We'll go green flag this time. 9 to go. Lights out. Here we go.
Josh Everhart leads him off into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Mike Ryan. Josh Everhart. Josh taking that low line this time. Mike Ryan getting a good run. Trying to make that low line work. S 18 down, 6 to go, 7 to go, 18 down, 7 to go. Josh Everhart, high flying Mike Ryan, Austin Charles. Mike Ryan closes that lead by about 2/10 there. 2/10. Gets a good run. Pulls up the rear bumper of Josh Everhart. Josh making that high line work. Mike Ryan trying to do everything he can to get up there around him for that first place position. Austin Charles, Cody Rigsby, Jackson Simpson. Oh, Austin Charles jumps the lip there just a little bit. Allows Kobe Rigsby to run wreck up to him there. As we've got 22 down. Make that 23 down. White flag this time by for Josh Everhart, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles, Kobe Rigsby, and Jackson Simmons. Checkered will fly for Josh Everhart. Josh Everhart, your winner. Mike Ryan second, Austin Charles third, Kobe Rigsby fourth.
All right, drivers, that is a complete race, drivers. Good job listening to your receivers and lining up and paying attention tonight, drivers. Thanks for coming out.
All right, Valley fans, let's give it up for Josh Everhart, your A feature winner of the night in our USRA B-Mod division. All right, Josh, the sharpest man dressed in the race car with his little bow tie. How you doing, my friend?
Awesome. What a racetrack. Thanks for everybody coming out here. You couldn't ask for a better thing. When the sprint car showed up, we kind of got a little bit excited knowing that the track was going to be smooth, good, everything. There was a little ripple over in 2, which was kind of upsetting my car, but other than that, man, flawless track. Just a blast. Second time in this car, we rebuilt this thing from the ground up. Me and Mark Smith over here, he kind of plays the back fiddle, if you will, and he's got a lot of, him and my dad are instrumental in this car. I just get to drive and have a lot of fun in it, so it's good.
Well, that's a good way to do it. You got anybody you want to thank that helps you get down the road every week?
Everybody that's on it. I'm not a professional at labeling all this. You can look at the car, take pictures, snap it, all that stuff. Everybody that's part of this car is on this car. The 2 guys sitting over there BSing right now are part of it. It's just a team deal, man. I mean, I ain't professional. I don't win these very often, but when we do, we're damn near excited about them, man.
I hear you, buddy. Well, hey, Valley fans, let's pay him off one more time. Your A feature winner in our USRA division, Josh Everhart.
Lights, go ahead and start rolling.
All right, Valley fans. The last A feature of the night for our Valley IMCA Mod Light Division. All right, here we go. Starting on the pole in the 87 gun. Outside of him, out of Holt, Missouri, Zach Christopher. Inside second row.
All right, driver, safety lights on, green flag this time, 20 laps, good luck.
Out of Kansas City, Missouri. Outside him, out of Holt, Missouri, Jeff Rafferty. Inside third row, Nathan Wolf, Tyler Farrell. Starting tailback, Justin Rafferty, Dylan Rafferty. Green flag will fly, green flag will fly. Michael Rafferty leads him off into 1. Nathan Wolf in second. Jeff Rafferty gets a run on the high side. We got him 2 wide coming out of 2. Farrell, Justin, Dylan, 3 wide there coming out of 4. For that second, third, fourth, fifth position. Nathan Wolf and Justin Rafferty side by side. Farrell, Michael Rafferty, Dylan Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, Justin Rafferty. The Rafferty clan is taken into the top 4. Laps down. 16 to go. From Michael Rafferty, Dylan Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, and Tyler Farrell is your top 5. Starting to get into, we got a caution on the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack.
Yellow's
Yellow is on. Debris on the racetrack here on the front stretch.
Some debris on the front stretch. There's an official going to be out on the front stretch picking up the debris.
Does not want to see that as his brother Dylan Rafferty come from tailback to second in that first 6 laps. We've got 6 down, 14 to go. As it looks like we may have lost I'm going to say a muffler.
Drivers, lineup is good. On the restart, 46 in or out. 46 in, 98 out, 75 in, 34
lineup
out.
Is good. Look at them rack and stack here
and 84. We'll give you one to go at the flag stand, drivers. We'll give you one to go at the flag stand.
Michael Rafferty out front in our Delaware double file restart, as we will give him one to go at the flag stand.
Safety lights out, 6 down, we got 14 to go. Here we go.
Safety light is out. 6 down, 14 to go. And this IMCA Mod Light, a feature tonight. Michael Rafferty lofts him off into the Rob's restart zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Dylan Rafferty working that bottom line. Michael Rafferty on that top. Justin Rafferty into third. Working that low line. As Michael Rafferty gets a little loose coming off of 2. Dylan Rafferty. No, Michael Rafferty will lead that lap. Dylan Rafferty in second. Dylan Rafferty gets a run, takes the lead. Michael Rafferty goes on the bottom side. Michael Rafferty not able to get back around his brother Dylan Rafferty. Dylan Rafferty to the lead. Michael Rafferty second. Justin Rafferty third. Jeff Rafferty in fourth. Dylan Rafferty going to get into some traffic here with Gunn. Able to get around him cleanly as we've got a battle for second between Mike Rafferty and Justin Rafferty. Justin Rafferty taking the low line. Mike Rafferty, high line. Justin Rafferty working that bottom line. Pulls up to the rear quarter panel of Michael Rafferty. Dylan Rafferty out about 3 seconds right now. We've got 14 down, 6 to go. 14 down, 6 to go. Dylan Rafferty, Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty gets a run on the bottom side. Able to pull up to that rear bumper of Michael Rafferty for second and third. I think we may have a battle getting ready to start for that second and third spot. As Michael Rafferty gets a good run off, pull up the side into 3 and 4. Justin Rafferty to second. Justin Rafferty to second over Michael Rafferty, making that low line work as Michael Rafferty battles back on the high line. Justin Rafferty up to second at 75. Mike Rafferty battling back as we get into some lap traffic here. Justin Rafferty, Michael Rafferty pulls up the rear bumper. Justin working that low line work. One white flagged by for Dylan Rafferty. Justin Rafferty, Michael Rafferty, that race for second is heating up as it was Michael Rafferty led that lap. Justin Rafferty pulls back around. Dylan Rafferty wins. Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, and Michael Rafferty will hold off Justin for second and third. Jeff Rafferty, Tyler Farrell in fourth, Jeff Rafferty in fifth. Once again, we want to thank Castor Tow for coming out and helping us tonight here at Valley Speedway. You need your tow needs, give Castor Tow a call. Valley fans, let's hear it for Dylan Rafferty as he climbs out of this mod light. Dylan. How you doing, my friend?
Good. We're doing really good now that I made this man get his white tennis shoes dirty.
Well, I'm sure sponsors helps you out if you get down the racetrack here. The car was on a rail again tonight.
Yeah, the track was really awesome. Once again, we never know what we're going to get for a track here, but it was, you can race anywhere on it, multi-grid, that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, we got on the schedule next. I mean, here next week. I know you got some summertime boons getting ready to come up and show. What's next on the agenda here?
Super Nationals next week. Big race. We have 63 entries. So go up there and see if we can get a win.
All right. Well, Valley fans, give Dylan Rafferty another round of applause. Your IMCA Mod Light winner of the night. Also, For our YouTube listeners, we'll be signing off now. Have a good evening.